Let me see. I got a couple more super chats that came in here. Let's see. Geek Mode School of React Native says, in my youth, I used to try to help downers. And as an adult, I can't stand being around men with no purpose or perseverance. They're like grown children.
Yeah.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
everything in life this is something that's absolutely true.
Mm.
I often speak to people who are, so I'm really not that rich. I don't own a fucking boat. I'm not a billionaire. I have a little bit of money. But I often speak to people who are trying to make money, and I talk about financial stuff, and I help people make money. And they were saying to me, "Oh, but I don't know any rich people." And I said, "There's a reason for that, and that's because human relationships are always a value exchange.
Yes.
Always a value exchange. The reason rich people don't really like talking to poor people is because they're giving away loads of value, and they don't really get much back. I mean, you're sitting there just trying to learn shit and trying to get money from them. And what are you telling them? What are you teaching them? Unless you're working for them or something, they don't want to. Rich people like having rich friends. It's normal. Yeah. This is a value. Exactly. So when you're saying, oh, helping these downers, well, what are you getting in return? Because I don't see a value exchange there. I mean, maybe if they're truly dedicated to being your disciple and they want to improve your life in some way, or they want to pay for your time, then of course help them. But if you're just going out of your life, out of your way, wasting your time, just helping people, there's no value exchange. Everything I do has to have a value exchange. All my friends, I love my friends, but there's a value exchange. They gain things from being with me. I gain things from being with them. It's the same with your relationship. Your woman gains things being with you. You gain things being with your woman. It's a value exchange. This is how the world exists. If you're going through life and you have relationships that aren't a fair value exchange, you're losing.
Yep.
Why would you do that? So it's not that I'm negative and I don't want to help people, but if some guy comes to me and goes, I'm super depressed, oh, please take, I don't have time to just go and just waste. It's a waste. I don't gain anything. Sort of down this black hole of fucking despair. Like, I don't have time for that shit. If a guy comes to me and really wants to improve his life, I'll tell him how to do it. If he proves he's about it, then I'll continue to help him. But yeah, this whole helping downers and stuff, there has to be a value exchange for every relationship in your life, and it should be a fair one. Everyone should benefit. That's the greatest thing about human relationships, is that everyone can benefit. There doesn't have to be a loser for there to be a winner. 3 people can meet and there can be 3 winners. And that's how it should be. So if you're talking to these people, what are you really gaining from it? That's the question. If you're not gaining anything, then I wouldn't bother.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree. Yeah, in fact, like there's been situations so many times in my life. I was just doing an Instagram story where I was talking about how I build my network, and some people that I have that I want to get access to, the only thing I can really offer them is money. And so I just pay him, right? I've got a guy that's a really big YouTuber that I was like, fuck, I'll pay him $1,000 a month because he offered. I was like, just to jump on the phone with him, just to be around in proximity, and hopefully over time I'll add value to his life. Other than the money, and then we'll build a friendship around that. But guys aren't willing to, like, if someone's not willing to actually meet you at your level or being able to like give you some kind of value, then it's not worth your time. You can't save everyone. It's not possible. So
100% agree. The whole idea of, I mean, I never understood people who really do this anyway. Like people who do this saving everyone thing. I don't believe that. I don't believe people are that empathetic. I just think there's something weird about that. Like, I really want to help everyone. Like, do you really? Do you know what I'm coming from? Doesn't that seem disingenuous to you? There's something disingenuous about that. I don't understand.
I think a lot of it is like the people that say that are usually people that have really base motives that they're trying to mask because they feel like they should be altruistic. And it's like, I always tell guys, like, just fulfill your base motives first, right? If revenge is fine, anger is fine, like trying to prove like your worth or whatever at first, and then you reach a level of success, and then you realize those base motives don't make you happy or fulfilled in life, and then you have bigger motives, right, that you actually genuinely want to help some people, not all people. And then but the people that try to claim they want to just save the world, they're usually full of bullshit. They usually have a problem within themselves, and they're saying that because they feel like that they're getting their reward for just saying that.
Because nothing's selfless, isn't it? Even giving to charity, you do it so you feel good. There's nothing selfless. So I think a lot of these people are just, I don't know, just something about empathetic people. I feel like they're very manipulative. I don't know what it is. They're like, oh, but you don't let's say X person is sad and I don't give a fuck. And then Y person comes along and goes, but I understand X. You don't understand. It's like, shut up. You don't give a fuck. You're just trying to jump on some kind of bandwagon and just trying to, prove virtue. It's virtue signaling, effectively, isn't it? It's trying to prove I'm a good person. It's pathetic. Virtue signaling is a very amateur way to try and prove you're worth anything.
I think there's like this hierarchy of fucks too, right? It's like at the top, I did a video a while back and I was talking about how like what I care about is like my immediate tribe, right? Like I care about my people first of all, and then like somewhere like way down the line, like after like all these other things, is Black Lives Matter or fucking COVID or like saving the whales. Like saving the whales, I'm like, okay, after we cure all human ailments in life, then I'm not against saving the whales. I'm just like, there's higher priority shit that I have to deal with, and the stuff that immediately affects me and my tribe as a man, that's what I care. I don't give a fuck if someone's dying in Africa. I'm sorry, but I don't, because I have more important shit that I have to deal with within my tribe. And like, it's disingenuous for me to say that I care there was a tsunami in Asia, because I don't give a fuck. I really don't. And it's like, and you could say that's cruel or hard, but it's like, no, it's what I honestly, it's how I live my life. Like my actions determine what I actually fucking care about. And so everyone that's claiming that's putting a fucking black square, all this bullshit.
It's garbage. You only have so much emotional energy. You can't care about everything in the fucking world. So you only have so much emotional energy, and you're completely correct. Your emotional energy should be correctly attributed to the things which are closest to you that have a direct impact on your everyday life. It shouldn't be about, I've never even spoken to a motherfucking whale. The whale's never paid my rent. So, you know, like, it is what it is. It is what it is.